Good morning, girls. I welcome you all to your English class. Today, our topic is it's written on the screen. It's speech writing. So we are going to talk about the speech writing today. Clear, bache? Okay, girls. As I told you previously, that you have to, like in speech writing, you have to be very much clear about the purpose of your speech writing. Clear that what is the purpose of your speech writing. So the most common purpose in schools are to narrate an incident for a specific purpose, that you have to either narrate an incident that happened, or to inform someone, or to persuade someone. To inform someone about something, to give the information about something, and the most important one is you mainly get it is to persuade someone, to convince something to convince someone for something. Clear? So basically you get the convincing speech, that you have to convince the audience. Clear? So your audience are basically, that would be cleared in your bullet points and in your question of the speech, and your second audience would be definitely your examiners. Clear, bache? Okay, engage your audience. The first 30 seconds of the speech are most important. You must grab the attention of the audience and engage their interest in what you have to say. Okay, don't directly say that today I am going to talk about and this and that. Yes, in the very start of your speech, bache, you have to introduce yourself, who you are, from which class you are, and then you have to open your thesis statement. Open your thesis statement means that you have to tell them the purpose of your speech. This is called as the thesis statement of your speech. After introducing yourself, you have to tell them the your statement. Clear? You have to tell them the purpose of your speech. So instead of telling them directly, you can ask in a form of a rhetorical question. Clear? You can quote someone's important quote related to your topic. Clear? Don't directly say that I am here to talk about this and that. Clear? You can ask a rhetorical question. Rhetorical questions, I told you, they are such questions of which answers are not expected. You already know the answer, but in order to make your audience attentive towards you, you start with your speech with the rhetorical question. Clear? Okay. So audience are going to, you have raised a question you have raised a thought into the mind of your audience into with the help of rhetorical question. For example, you are talking about the importance of physical activity. So instead of saying I am talking today, I am going to talk about the importance of physical activity, so you can start with a rhetorical question, that how many of you are interested into the physical well-being of your own self. Clear? So that will be a thought-provoking question. Then after that, immediately you can say that, see, it's written, today I want to talk to you about the importance of physical activity and why we should have more gym time. So just after the rhetorical question, you have opened your thesis statement. So why I ask you that don't start directly, because it will get boring. So with the thought-provoking question, with a rhetorical question, somehow you have got the attention of the audience, and now you can open your statement. Clear, bache? As don't try in order to support your idea, and you have to first state your own opinion. Bache, do not forget that speech writing is not a debate writing. In speech writing, you have to put your own opinion, and then you will give 2 or 3 ideas. Clear? You will create your own opinion into 2 and 3 ideas. Don't add more than 2 or 3 ideas, because it will become ambiguous, it won't be clear. So you should add your 3 opinions into the speech about the importance of physical activities. Clear? And you can divide them into paragraphs. Clear? Okay. So you should not have too much ideas. If you have 3 opinions, that's enough, or 4 opinions about the physical activities, that's enough. Don't write too much ideas or opinions about the physical activities. For example, physical activity is your topic, otherwise it will get ambiguous for the reader, for the your audience as well. Clear? Acha, in order to support your opinions and ideas which you have stated, you have to use the facts and figures. You have to use the examples as well. Clear, bache? And facts and figures means जो उससे related facts है, जो truth है, you can share that. With the help of that, you can convince your ideas. You can give the examples from the daily life. Clear? so that in order to convince your audience, clear, you can refer to your personal experience that first you were lethargic and lazy and this and that, and since you have started the physical activity, you have felt a great difference in your self or in your personality. You have become active, you have started taking interest in your task and all these things. Clear? You can quote someone as well, bache, related to your topic. Okay, so this is how you can explain your ideas, you can analyze your ideas, you can give the reasons for your ideas. Clear? You can talk about the advantages and disadvantages of your opinion as well. So there are so many advantages of doing physical activities. Clear, Vichi? So this is how you are, with the help of different techniques, you are going to convince your audience. Okay, another thing is, bachi, you have such a topic, like for example, if you get such a topic, so in the first part of the topic or in the first part of your speech, in the body of your speech, you can state the problem. आप problem state कर सकते हो, okay, we have this problem that we don't have that much facilities to perform physical activities, we don't have that much time to perform the physical activities. Clear? And after that you can offer the solution for that problem as well. So this will make your speech very much interesting, as well as you will all the time keep your audience engaged with yourself. Clear? Because you are posing a problem, you are putting the problem, but after that you are also suggesting a solution for that. So the audience will be very much attentive that yes, after this problem you are going to tell the solution. So what would be the solution? Clear? So you can follow this method of problem and solution as well into your speech writing. Yes, bache, talking about the language, you should use the short sentences instead of using long and rambling sentences which could be ambiguous for the audience. So you can use the short sentences and clear sentences, short and brief sentences, in order to make your opinion much more clear to the audience, instead of using very long and rambling sentences which will make the audience puzzle, or which will make your own opinion ambiguous, that what are you talking about. So it's far better that you should use short and brief sentences. You can use the contraction as well. Instead of writing I am, I and am, you can use the contraction with apostrophe. Clear? अच्छा बच्चे, you should never give a vague ideas. Clear? Unclear ideas आपने कभी नहीं देनी. See, for example, इसमें लिखा है a vague sentence like time for physical activity is limited. Now what does it mean? Why it's limited? How it's limited? You should be more clear, like talking about we need more time in our school day to be active in sports. Talk directly. Clear? Yes, you can end up your speech with a very memorable remark, so that the audience should have the idea of your speech. So the audience should, when they are leaving or they are closing your paper, so they should have something left in their mind regarding your speech. How? For example, this is a memorable statement is being written about the importance of the physical activity. See, if we can make physical activity a daily activity at our school, our students will not only feel and look better, they will be on their way to developing healthy lifestyles for a lifetime. Please help me spread the word. Clear? So this is how, with the positive note, with the hope, the speech is being ended, and with the memorable words the speech is being ended. Clear? With a memorable remark the speech is being ended. So bache, let me repeat how you are going to start your speech. You are going to start your speech by introducing yourself. Clear? You will clearly introduce yourself. That would be the introduction of your speech. And then you will open your thesis statement. Open thesis statement means you will talk about the purpose of your speech. But instead of saying directly that today I am going to talk about this thing, you should start with a rhetorical question. I gave you the example if your speech is about the physical activity, so you can start with a rhetorical question that how many of you are interested into the physical well-being of yourself. So in this way the audience will get engaged into your speech. Clear? Then exactly after this rhetorical question you should open your thesis statement. clear that today I am going to present a talk how much the physical activity is important, how much physical activities are important for us. Clear? Okay. Then बच्चे I told you कि you have to select any 3 opinions of yourself, 3 opinions or ideas, and put them into paragraphs. Clear? And in order to support your opinion and ideas, you have to give the facts and figures. You can talk about your personal experience, you can give the examples. Clear? So this is how you can, and yes, you can use the punctuation marks in your speech. You can take a pause in your speech with the help of a comma in order to give the readers or the audience the time to think about your point. Clear bache? Okay. So this is how the technique, and bache, it's directed writing section, so it's the word limit is 200 to 300 words, and it should not exceed 3 paragraphs. Clear bache? Acha, now coming to the language, bache, your language should be very much clear. Instead of using long and confusing sentences, you should use short and brief sentences, so that your opinion should always be clear to the audience. It should never be ambiguous. Clear bache? Yes. As I am telling you again and again about the rhetorical question, so you have, after the rhetorical question, you have to use a question mark after that. You can use the comma as well in order to give the time for the audience to think about your point. Clear bache? And in your conclusion bache, you have to end your speech with a memorable remark or with a hope that I hope 100% of your participation, and you can talk about the positive note that whatever your opinions are, they will have a good result. So in this way you can end up with a memorable quote or with a memorable remark. I hope bache this speech writing is clear. It's not, you can ask in the group. Clear? I will let you explain more. Thank you bache.